My dog taught me more about love than the world ever did. It's hard to know where to start when recounting a love story that spanned most of my childhood and beyond. Maybe I'll begin with the day I met Lily, the scruffy, golden mutt who became my best friend. I was 7 years old, clutching my mom's hand as we wandered through the local shelter. My parents had just finalized their divorce, and I was in desperate need of some kind of comfort, though I didn't know it then. I just thought, I want a dog. Lily wasn't the dog I imagined. I wanted a fluffy puppy like the ones you'd see on TV. Instead, I got this gangly, half-starved mutt with mismatched fur and a too big nose. But when I crouched near her cage, she wagged her tail so hard her entire backside wiggled, and I knew she was mine. We brought her home that day, and from then on, she was my shadow. Lily wasn't just a dog to me, she was a sibling, a confidant, and my protector. When kids teased me at school for my freckles and my oversized hand-me-down clothes, I'd come home and bury my face in her fur. She never judged me, never cared how I looked or how I spoke. To her, I was perfect. But here's where the story gets complicated, because the world wasn't as kind as Lily. You see, I grew up in a small, predominantly white town, and my best friend in the world, besides Lily, was a girl named Aisha, who happened to be black. I didn't think much about race at 7 years old. To me, Aisha was just Aisha. But as we got older, I started noticing how differently people treated her. In 4th grade, when we walked into a store together, the clerk followed her around but ignored me. In 6th grade, I overheard someone call her a slur when they thought I wasn't listening. And in high school, when she started dating a white boy from our class, the whispers got so loud they practically echoed through the halls. I didn't know how to handle it. Sometimes I said nothing. Other times, I'd clumsily try to defend her, only to feel like I made things worse. But through it all, Aisha stayed graceful. She said, "You can't let people's ignorance define you. You just keep being yourself." Lily seemed to understand what I couldn't put into words. When Aisha came over to my house, Lily greeted her with the same wiggly butt and joyful bark she gave me. She didn't see black or white. She saw someone who loved me and who deserved love in return. One summer day, Aisha and I took Lily to the park. It was the kind of golden afternoon that makes you forget all the bad parts of the world for a while. We were throwing sticks for Lily when an older man walked by and muttered something under his breath about Aisha. It was quiet, but not quiet enough. I froze. I felt the heat of anger rise up in me, but I didn't know what to say. Before I could figure it out, Lily did something extraordinary. She ran right up to that man and barked at him. Not aggressively, but enough to startle him. And then she plopped down at Aisha's feet, looking up at the man as if to say, "You've got a problem with her? You've got a problem with me, Dot?" The man walked away grumbling, and Aisha and I burst into laughter. But that moment stuck with me. Lily didn't hesitate to defend someone she loved. She didn't second guess whether it was the right thing to do. She just acted. As the years went on, I realized that Lily wasn't just my companion. She was my teacher. She taught me what it meant to love unconditionally, to stand up for the people you care about no matter what, and to see past superficial differences and recognize the heart beneath. When Lily passed away in my early 20s, I thought my heart would break in two. But even in her absence, she left me with a gift, the courage to be better, to love better, to see the world through her eyes, a world where love wasn't divided by lines of race or prejudice. Today, I work for a nonprofit that helps underprivileged kids, many of whom face the same challenges Aisha did growing up. I like to think Lily would be proud. She showed me that the best way to honor love is to pass it on. So, to anyone reading this, love like a dog. See people for who they are, not what the world tells you they should be. Stand up for kindness, because sometimes the simplest acts of love, a wagging tail, a loyal heart, can change the world. Rest easy, Lily. You'll always be my hero.